There are other games out there, people. You don't have to be tethered to one. Sadly, I was so close to finishing that mission. Ah! Dude, I don't even remember what the hell.
This really hurts.
Why am I this guy, dude? What am I? I'm on PlayStation.
Gotta pick up some chicken. Making our country proud.
Dude, I wasn't dressed like this the last time I played. That's why I don't understand. This is weird.
You're just a dirty little whore.
Alright, ready up that thing. Got some kind of evil in it. I forget, every time I play, I forget the controls.
Woo! Yeah!
I can't believe...
Where'd the building go? I think they drink beer. Is it too late to go on Tinder right now? No, I can't do it. Why won't it let me jump? It doesn't want me to do it on that side. Come on, dude, why? How come I can't get up there? What the hell? Alright, I guess that's not the one. What if just if they're in the middle of a mission?
Woo! Yeah!
I don't even know what I'm supposed to be doing right now.
I've constructed a door that'll allow your mind to get out of the simulation and back into your body. Head toward it.
Got it. Alright, fill me in, Kinsey. What do we know about this invasion?
The good news is they didn't get everybody. Just a whole bunch of people. According to what I've been able to decipher, the simulation is designed to house the best and the brightest specimens from various worlds.
The best and brightest from an entire planet? How big is this thing?
Big. But they haven't gotten to all of Earth yet. Just the major cities. Last I heard, Oleg was up at Camp David. That area doesn't look like it's been hit yet.
So we got people left on Earth. Good to know.
Once you're free from this simulation, it can sever your connection to the Zim Matrix. This will allow me to retrieve your body here in the real world without you suffering permanent brain damage.
Where am I, really? Like, you know, what are they doing to my body? Dirty?
It's in a safe place. Once you're free, I'll pick you up at the landing platform.
Kinsey, the door's locked.
Wrong door.
Oh, nicely done.
I don't like my clothes.
That didn't go terrible.
Can you quit being a baby and just walk in?
Look, lady, we're doing this in my time.
No, you're not.
My bum.
Kinsey. Kinsey. What the hell? Toilet and a bus stop. Covered in jizz. Oh God, it's just...
Check out my wiener.
Where's Kinsey?
Hey, what are you doing?
Well, come on. Dude. I didn't have my hand on the controller. I wasn't even ready.
Hey, what are you doing? Give me that.
This sure as shit ain't Kansas.
I swear every time I come home it's all, what'd you bring me? How come I never go on any raids? I got the same problem. I never get to just sit down and relax. Hey, there's a human! Soldiers to report any and all misplaced or mishandled abductees immediately.
I hope you're on your way, Kinsey.
Given a high volume of abductees delays. We are experiencing unusual delays in processing pod chambers 3 through 8. Your patience is appreciated. All soldiers on high alert. Abductees are notorious for ill-fated escape attempts. Permission is granted to shoot on sight. Oversee the celebratory execution of world leaders tonight. Attendance is mandatory.
How do you pick up their weapons? I don't get it.
There. Fuck. If I kill enough of them, I'll just build a ladder back to Earth. Come on! I'll kill every last one of you!
That's all. Can they hear me? Well, hello. I see you're attempting a noble escape. Understandable given your situation, but I urge you to turn back.
Saved Keith David before me? Why? Because he's more famous? Fuck this.
I passed by him on the way out.
Well, how did you get out?
Let's just focus on flying, shall we?
Dude, I am not gonna be able to do this. I don't even know how to get up.
Wait a minute. You saved Keith David before me? Why? Because he's more famous? Fuck this.
I passed by him on the way out.
Well, how did you get out?
Let's just focus on flying, shall we?
You're right. Kinsey, this thing have a radio?
Radio signals bounce around space for...
Oh yeah, this is my jam.
Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me no more.
Damn, this is hard.
Do a barrel roll.
Spin this ship, damn it!
Oh, come on.
Do a barrel roll.
Spin this ship, damn it!
Do a barrel roll.
Spin this ship, damn it!
Dude.
Do a barrel roll.
Spin this ship, damn it!
How many barrel rolls do they want?
Do a barrel roll.
Spin this ship, damn it!
They're closing us in.
Stay on target.
Yeah, buddy. Now this is a video game.
We're not really leaving the others, are we?
Hell no. We're taking the fight to Zinyak. We'll need all the help we can get. Kinsey, can you get in touch with Oleg?
Yeah, we should be in range.
Huh. I always thought Nightblade was just a vampire show.
Oh no, my friend. It is the essence of drama. Hey, you need to take that?
You know anyone with the 217 area code?
Is that St. Louis?
Probably tell Mark.
Oof. Ignore.
Voicemail?
You want me to leave a message? It's all gone.
Well, I'd say this was a productive day.
You're a fucking monster.
Oh, don't act surprised. I told you this would happen.
You killed 7 billion people.
Whoops.
We're done talking.
He's not getting away with this.
You're goddamn right it's not. Kinsey, can you use this thing to place me back in the simulation?
Yeah, I think I should be able.
Do it.
Wait, you want to go back in there? You can't kill Zinyak plugged into a computer.
I can kill a lot of people with a computer.
You, sure. You need help setting the DVR.
If taking over a small part of the simulation let you me, taking over the whole damn thing has to do something good.
You don't even know what will happen.
She probably does.
The president is right. Whenever the simulation is disrupted, I have a small window to work my way inside the Zin security network. The more it's disrupted, the more time I'll have to map out Zinyak's mothership. I can identify structural weakness, locate where they're keeping our friends.
And find Zinyak.
Yeah.
All right, let's do this.
When historians look back on the fall of the Zin Empire, this will be the defining moment. An act that was supposed to demoralize, galvanized, and a course was set that the Saints could never back down from. But even more monumental is this. If the Earth was not destroyed, pragmatism would have won over desperation, and the Saints would never have been reunited with the most dangerous man in all of history, Johnny Gat. But ever as always, I'm getting ahead of myself. Like all good stories, the second act begins with a call to action and the building of a robot.
gang.
Spending a lot of time so we can build up
Relationship with some understanding.
in the future we was planning. Everything sounded so dandy and sweet. I had no idea I was in for a treat. After this was established, everything was cool. The tour was over and she went back to school. I called every to see how she was doing every time that I called her. It seemed something was brewing. I called the room, a guy picked up, and then I called again. I said, yo, who is that? Oh, he's just a friend. Give me that. Don't even give me that. Just bust this.
You got what I need. Oh, baby, you.
All right.
Oh, baby, you got what I need. But you say he's just a friend.
You say he's just a friend.
So I came to her college on a surprise visit to see my girl that was
So exquisite.
was a school day. I know she was there the first semester of the school year. I went to a gate to ask where was a dorm. This guy made me fill out a visitor's form. He told me what I was on my way to see my baby doll. I was happy to say.
Yeah, I doubt it.
Of the dormitory. Yo, could you tell me where is door 3? They showed
I like this game. It's just I don't know. I don't remember what I'm supposed to do next.
wasn't for such an event. So I came to a room and opened the door. Oh, snap.
Guess what I saw?
I felt a tongue kiss in my
Girl in the
I
mouth.
was so in shock.
My heart went down south
So please listen to the message that I sent. Don't ever talk
to a girl who said she just got a friend. Don't even give me that.
That's good.
From my stomping grounds in Detroit, here is the new wave icons, the Romantics, with their hit song, Talking in Your Sleep.
Minute. I like the music in this game too.
anyone counting these?
The secrets that you keep when you're talking in your sleep. Come on. That you want me?
Oh, I swear.
Take good care of it.
Nobody saw me here.
Better you than me.
The music you know, the music you love, on the mix.
All hail to me. Jerry.
I don't fully understand what I'm doing, but see, like this gun, how come I can't pick that up?
I'm probably gonna be late for my appointment.
Hey, get over here. Dude! Where the hell did he go? It's a house. Forever. Spend with me the moment I treasure. Don't wanna close my eyes, 'cause I don't want to sleep, 'cause I miss you, baby. Never do, I still miss you, baby. Am I supposed to go to this thing or the other thing here? I don't get it. I'm seeing. Don't wanna fall asleep 'cause I miss you, babe. And I don't wanna miss a thing. Oh, you bastard. I have the Founders Pack. Hey.
Better you than me.
I just need a minute.
Unbelievable. Oh, come on! You have questions, but half the time there lies to my replies.
Stop sign.
You're unbelievable. It's like karaoke and games. Where the hell is the car? I'm in the bike. Where the hell did it go?
God, I'm so sick of having to pick up Jenna.
You're unbelievable. You're so unbelievable. You're unbelievable.
Dude, it won't go the direction I'm putting it.
It's true.
Oh, I got a flat tire. Shit. In a parking lot. Ah! Pajamas. Piranhas. She's in my head. What's up, Slicey Dicey? Ah! Banana stain. I'll go back, I'll look at it in a few minutes. I'm driving on a flat tire right now. This mission's been killing me. Ba 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 da ba. And stumbled into love. Oh, come on! I'm never gonna be able to get this back up there.
She might be dead. Is this love out of my head? I think so. Is this love
Out of my head, I think so.
Is this love out of my head? I think so. Is this love out of my head?
Why do I have to get a flat tire? Why is it always me? Never agree. I like the movies and I like TV. And a party all night. Dude, how am I ever gonna get this here? Saints Row, but I have a flat tire. No shooting! And he steals the covers. No, don't go up there. Dude, this flat tire is a problem. All I gotta go is 200 meters. Come on. Oh, come on! Badge means nothing to me, boy. I'd walk it there if I could, Charlie. Woo! Is the update done yet?
Faithful listener, more classic music is going for a hard fight.
So tell me what your name is, I'ma tell it to my stainless. You aim it for you bang it, but that bang it leave you brainless. It's just me, myself, and I, and motherfuckers that I came with. It's lameness. Niggas wanna hate on me until I tell them to their face they ain't no G. Low key, niggas mad cause I'm smooth puffin' zigzag. Tell them quit the riff rap, bitchin' with your bitch.
That must be cause the nigga got gold. Shorty neck swag in the mouth full of gold. Hoes at my shows, they be stripping off the clothes. And the college girls write a nigga name on the toe. Niggas talk shit till they get locked jaw. Prone to get gone till you get locked jaw. Party like a cowboy or a rock star. Everybody play the tough guy. Shit pop off.
Yes, yes, I'm the shit. Tell me do a stink. To feel good, waking up some money in the bank. Remodel bitch, choking on the sink. And I'm so body, I might roll up in the tank. Cause my chain came from Cuba, got a lock up on the link. And the red bottom loafers just to compliment the mink. I shank, rolling up that dank, blowing on that stink. What you mean? Tell me what you drink. I'm on that kiss and pink. You could call me Billy Gates, got a crib in every state. We ain't on the moon, got a condo out of space. Open up your legs, tell me how it tastes. And them niggas talking shit, so tell it to my face. Tell that bitch, hop up on my dick, roll up on it quick. In the six, told her suck a dick, hold up, dick. I'm the shit, niggas mad, cause I'm smooth puffin' zigzag. Tell them quit the wrist grab, bitchin' with your bitch.
I said it must be, cause the nigga got dough. Extraordinary swag in the mouth full of gold. Hoes at my shows, they be stripping off the clothes. When the college girls write a nigga name on the toe. Cause niggas talk shit till they get locked jaw. Chrome to your dome till you get locked jaw. Party like a cowboy or a rock star. Ain't nothing anyone
Let me look at this banner before he has a friggin' heart attack, cause I can't do the. I'm gonna die now. I can hear myself dying while I'm trying to look this up. This is so stupid. I'm not looking it up right now. I'm sorry. This fuck doesn't make any sense. Fucking die. Jesus Christ. You can't do two things at once, dude. I can't even find it, dude.
Welcome on to the home of hip-hop, K-Ron. That was Sum's City Pop.
That's not your thing. No, King's. I can't look you up. King's Slicey is not your game. Your name, it's not the right name. I go to my all. What do I search for, dude? I can't, I legit can't find it. Oh wait, let me go back to my history from today. Yes, I am, case up. Everywhere, bed's joint anyway. Dude, I don't even see it, bro. I do not see it. I'm not lying.
White privilege, unpacking the invisible knapsack. And what she found is that, think of white privilege as knapsack, and this knapsack has 50 quote-unquote benefits. One, for example, I can be late to a meeting without having the lateness reflect on my race. And we find that most of those benefits, many are psychological, right? That they don't have a material benefit, but there's a psychological benefit. Will make your day less stressful. Now we go to look at privileges another way. I'm 6'7". Many times people say, wow, I love your height. But when I get on the plane, I'm on the exit row seat, I'm jammed in the middle, you don't want to be my height. When I get on the train in New York City subway, I have to duck every 5 minutes so I don't bump my head. So privilege is not static, changes context, but we look at white privilege, can we see some similar things? Particularly when we look at poverty and addiction or drug addiction. Sometimes the privilege can be a hindrance. Sometimes the privilege can create a false sense of security that doesn't allow society to address the structural problems or the causes of the issue. So when we talk about psychological wage of whiteness, or psychological wage of whiteness, we're talking about W.E.B. Du Bois in 1935 in his book, Black Reconstruction.
This is what I was talking about earlier, W.E.B. Du Bois.
Working class men, and I'll read the quote. It must be remembered that the white group of laborers, while they received a low wage, were compensated in part by a sort of public and psychological wage. They were given public deference and titles of courtesy because they were white. Their votes elected public officials, and while this had a small effect on the economic situation, it had great effect upon their personal treatment and the deference shown them. Small effect on their economic situation, right? So when we think of white privilege, it's not just material, it's also psychological, and does not really oftentimes mean some benefit economically, right? So when we particularly look at poor whites in terms of poverty and drug addiction, yes, there's white privilege, but sometimes that can be a hindrance to solving the root of the problem. Here we have a photo of Martin Luther King Jr., civil rights leader, Morehouse College graduate, as am I. In his last book, Where Do We Go From Here? Chaos or Community, published in 1967, here's a quote. Of the good things in life, African Americans have approximately 1/2 those of whites. Of the bad, he has twice those of whites. When we turn to the negative experience of life, the Negro has a double share. And he's correct. If you look at infant mortality rates and unemployment rates, the black rate is twice the white rate. But what happens when we look at the numbers? We see here United States by the numbers. Total U.S. population, approximately 2015, 322 million. White, 63%, blacks, 14%, Latino, 17%, Asian, 6%. So it's good to keep those numbers in mind. So if we know whites are a majority, right, since whites are the majority in the United States, they will be the majority in, using Dr. King's words, in good things and negative experiences.
What's up, Eric Lazy?
So this is the case when we discuss poverty and drug addiction. There's perception that poverty is black and how the nation treats black and white drug addicts. So if whites are the majority, we know more whites use and purchase illicit drugs, but a sentence is a much lower rate. If we know whites are the majority, there are more whites who are poor than African Americans. Poverty. So here we have 2 homes, one is foreclosed, so I didn't pick a trailer park, and I didn't pick public housing. I didn't put a face to it. We just call it poverty. As of today, there are 19 million white poor Americans, 8 million poor blacks. That means there is twice the number of poor whites than blacks. Let me say that one more time. There are twice the number of poor whites than blacks.
People are going to deny this
Dr.
anyway.
King's quote in these negative experiences. So in terms of the number, twice the number of whites are
How did I get my
blacks.
car?
So if there are
I'm at rim
more
job.
white poor people, when we think of welfare, why do we think of this black woman? Thanks to Ronald Reagan. We associate black women with welfare. If whites are the majority of poor, there are more white women on welfare. There are more whites receiving benefits, SNAP, food stamps, and all these other things associated with poverty. But this is how it works. The white poverty rate is 10%. We said whites are 64%. The black poverty rate is 28%, but blacks are 13% of the population. And this is where we have the confusion. Well, why is the black poverty rate twice the white poverty rate? And that's how we start playing these semantic games, right? So I'm thinking if I'm white and poor, my privilege is, well, at least the white poverty rate is less than the black poverty rate, but how does that help a white person on welfare? The question should be poverty. 19 million poor whites, 8 million poor blacks, that's 27 million poor Americans. And we're gonna find that what leads to poverty, bad education, poor schools, low-wage jobs. So this white privilege of being poor, is that a privilege? Does it provide a psychological benefit? Well, at least I'm not black and poor. Yeah, but you're still white and poor. You still have no job. You're still getting evicted from your home. We have to change the discourse when we look at poverty in these numbers. Drug addiction. On the left, crack cocaine, a cheap form of cocaine that formed the basis of Ronald Reagan's war on drugs and the foundation of the prison industrial complex, which really was a war on black and Latino communities and black and Latino drug addicts. Crack is cocaine, but not according to drug sentencing laws. People who possess crack receive 5-year mandatory minimums for possession distribution. In fact, in 1970, there were 300,000 prisoners. Now in 2016, 2.4 million in prison, and the majority are nonviolent offenders, and many were drug addicts. Prior to the enactment of the Fair Sentencing Act, it took 100 times as much powder cocaine as crack cocaine to receive the same 5 to 10 or 20-year mandatory minimum prison term. So I know many of you out there saw the movie Scarface. We had a boatload of cocaine, sniffed it up at the end. It would take in that much maybe to get 2 years mandatory minimum. Crack is the same as cocaine, but the sentencing was disproportionately on black and Latino communities. Then we also had it popularized through movies, gangster rap, CNN, 24-hour news, New Jack City. So this person, these dealers became a menace to society, and the government acted quickly to get these individuals out of the community, okay? On the right, we have heroin, a cheap opiate, painkillers, right? And then fentanyl is a synthetic cutting agent that makes the heroin more deadly. We know names painkillers such as oxycodone, oxycontin, oxy-80, Vicks, Hydros, Pikes, Percocet. New England is referred to as the cradle of the heroin epidemic. New England is 78% white. Middlesex, Massachusetts, a town outside of Cambridge. Between 2000 and 2014, 1,634 overdose deaths. Many are overdosing in McDonald's, hospitals, libraries, train stations. Just the other day in the New Haven Register, front page article about local law enforcement and federal law enforcement agents getting together to wipe out these opioid distributors. When we look at the heroin epidemic, when we think of the American popular imagination, where are the movies? Who are these dealers? Where do they live? What type of cars do they drive? So we know about the users, but who's selling? Who's profiting? Are they in videos? Do they make money? We have no idea. So we're thinking about the users, which we should, but what about the ones selling? How do we make them like the enemies of the state we did in the 80s and 90s with crack cocaine dealers? Treatment. We have Nexlizone, okay? In February 2016, President Barack Obama proposed $1.8 billion in the 2017 budget to address the heroin epidemic. Proposals include evidence-based prevention programs, prescription drug monitoring, prescription drug take-back events. Also, states will receive $12 million to use funds to purchase Nexlizone for first responders. So this is used if you're suffering an overdose, you get it, and then you stop the overdose, keep you from dying. So you are not treating heroin addicts as criminals, we're treating them as addicts. White privilege. Because they're white, that's a privilege, okay? However, what's the downside? By not checking your privilege, we're not getting at the root causes of the addiction, which I'll get to in a minute. Crack epidemic, Black and Latinos receive punishment. We have a picture of the Corrections Corporation of America, founded in 1983 in Nashville, Tennessee, listed on the New York Stock Exchange, CXW, at $31 a share as of yesterday. Made famous by Kanye West's song, New Slaves. It made $1.7 billion in revenue, right? A private prison company. Recently in the news, former President Bill Clinton's 1994 crime bill has received a great deal of attention. And we saw it on TV last week. But part of that bill was, yes, they were going to arrest these violent people who sold drugs, but black legislators asked for $2 billion for treatment, $3 billion for intervention. What happened? Those did not pass. What passed was creation of new prisons and 100,000 new police officers. Black legislators asked for better policing. They said take 100,000 more police officers. Doesn't that sound familiar? Mike Brown, Sandra Bland. It's not about adding more police, it's about improving police procedures. Here we have a canary in a coal mine. Now, in a recent New York Times article, it stated that white middle-aged men mortality rates have increased. Suicide, drug overdose, listed as accidental poisonings. So we have white males between the age of 25 and 44 whose mortality rates are decreasing. This picture, the canary, there's a book by Lonnie Guinier and Gerald Torres called The Miner's Canary. Now I'll read the quote. Like the canary's distress, which alerted miners to poison in the air, issues of race point to conditions in American society that endanger us all. So back to these white working class men. The reason for the
is the game that long? Can anyone tell me?
Decrease in the mortality rates is what? There's no clear answer, but they believe because these white males are isolated, left out of the economy and society, who have gotten ready access to cheap heroin and to prescription narcotic drugs. Go figure. No jobs, marginalized on the economy, right? African Americans been suffering that past and present for the last 100, 200 years.
That's not on
so
yet.
Now it's catching up to suburban whites, which is the fastest growing population of poor people. White privilege, yes, treatment. Treated as an addict, not as criminal. But at the same time, not getting at the core. The core of the problem is what? An economy that's shrinking, money rising to the top, and now white working class or white suburban people are feeling that, and that privilege, whether it's protecting them, but not really getting to the cause of why there's increasing of suicides and drug overdose. So that's when we can see white privilege, that's having a question mark, can also be a problematic. Going back to my height, it's great to be 6'7", When that middle seat on that airplane, it's terrible. When you want to go to the mall, buy a pair of size 16 shoes, impossible. So same for these white working class men. If they do not see that their future is connected to the African American past and present, we'll have the same lecture again in another 50 years. Thank you very much.
Was 5 years old when he asked his Aunt Lily the question, Lily, am I black or am I white? I don't know if it...
We're done with the racial stuff right now. More on black and white later. No! Yeah, it's not up yet though, right? I'm watching this other dude's video, I'm trying, it looks like he's still off, but... I have the ultimate bundle, dude. Is that for real, bro? I don't know where the hell I'm supposed to go next. Alright, we're getting out of here. So the game's back up. Let me make sure it saves. I just don't want to lose my progress because of paying the balls.